boxes and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. And the Cardinals will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So SMU's offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
You know, in defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Got it in the middle. It's Estrada. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's York. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Pacheco. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down.
And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Running it to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. To the ground with the back. Sweet feet on the move. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They're bringing heat. Finds his man. It's York. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Mustangs are marching down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in 3rd and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy, because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make 3rd and long look like 3rd and short, and pick up a first down.
Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Back to throw. It's Pacheco. Fires one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line. From the gun, wants to pass. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Return brings it out to the 40. And your SMU Mustangs will take over.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's York. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long. And
he is smashing people. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Back to pass. It's Pacheco. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, bro.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Need. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. The junior quarterback frustrated with himself after throwing it behind his man. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to run for it. And the Cardinals get the 1st down.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pop the draw. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Now they're going to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Nice move to keep running. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Defense with a chance to put a stop to this drive. Ninth snap coming. It's 3rd and 4. Pocket starts to collapse. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. you want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied. And
I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Getting some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Catch in the middle. It's fourth. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Louisville.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. San Jose State was able to come away with a hard-fought victory there in the capital of Silicon Valley. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Going to try to get it himself.
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinals!
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? He drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback. He sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here's the return from inside his 10. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You still got to know where your answer is.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. It'll be a draw. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Offense in the hurry-up. He leaves it with his back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd and goal for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's 4. Touchdown Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensive. Figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 40. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Louisville!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find... Kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's right on target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
And that's a first down.
To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And that's another first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They're trying to get to it. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the middle. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more really good execution by this offense. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Ford. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up, or I can just make plays right behind them.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinals!
That quarterback's in zone coverage. They have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker... whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air, it's Pacheco. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Pacheco. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out.
Reels it in down the left side. Off he goes. Touchdown Mustangs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And they did tack on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They probably need one more score to feel like they're back in this game, down by 20 as they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Scanning the field, it's Pacheco. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it down the left side. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Right back to him on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets away from one. He's got space. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Touchdown Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw, it's Pacheco. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Illegal touch. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is